Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. You never know how this is going to start. You never know. I never know till I start the camera. I just never know. Anyway, welcome to my channel. My name is Donna, and this is Donna Loves Yarn, because I do. It's been about 10 days since I posted a video, so I thought it's high time I put something on here for several reasons, and I will get to those reasons. So today is May the 9th, 2024. It is a Thursday. So the weekend's almost here. Woo! I'm retired, so every day's a weekend for me. Don't hate, don't hate. So today I have a few things to touch on since it has been a while since my last video. I have some whips. I have a couple of FOs. I have an acquisition and some upcoming events that I wanted to share with you and talk about. So if you're sorry, I don't do this all day till I get on camera, and then my reflex kicks in. I don't know why, so I apologize. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. This channel is all about crochet and yarn and crochet. Sometimes I throw in some other stuff, you know, my pets or life events or something like that. But for the most part, it is a crafty channel. So I appreciate you watching today. I appreciate you joining me. If you are a returning subscriber, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate any and all of you that join me whenever you can. So thank you. It's been a while since I've been on because I've been preparing for a farmer's market this Saturday, and I'm preparing to go out of town on Monday. So I've kind of been focused on preparing for both of those things coming up, and I'll talk a little bit more about those here in a bit. Let's go ahead and start, and let's start with my mini whips, or at least current active whips. I have many more whips. UFOs maybe. Whips implies that you're working on them. Work in progress. I have a lot of UFOs. So let me start with my whips. The first one that's right here on top. I thought I had more that were in here. I do. I'll start with this one. Goodness gracious, my voice. What is wrong with me? I don't know. If you, oh darn it. I'm losing pieces, important pieces to my crochet hook set. If you have watched any of my videos, you may be familiar with this set. I love these hooks. And yeah, there are some out because I'm using them for different projects. These are awesome. Awesome. So my first project I'm going to show you, I made, or I am making, with one of those hooks. I believe this is made using a 9mm, and it is a Tunisian full stitch throw. no real pattern. I mean, I looked up how to do it, and I guess I am following kind of a pattern, but you know, I did the starting chain the number that I thought I needed it to be for, you know, a decent sized throw. I love the texture that this creates, especially with this yarn. I am using, goodness, I'm just all attached here to everything. And I don't know how to get it undone. Anyway, I'm using a Caron Cotton Cake. And this is in color Lavender Fields. So it's green and blue and purple, like my favorite colors. And I thought this would be the perfect yarn to make a blanket, provided I will finish it. I'm hoping I'll finish it, but this will make a neat throat. Super neat. And even the back side is cool. That's, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't that kind of look like a knitting purl stitch? Or a purl stitch in knitting? Doesn't it? A little bit? Maybe not. Maybe not. The simple stitch looks a little different than this, but so either side is pretty, I think. So that's moving along fairly well. I'm struggling. I think I'm just now figuring it out. But I've been struggling with the edge on the forward pass, the very last stitch on the forward pass, where you go through the 2 loops. I struggle sometimes to figure out which 2 loops I need to go through. But, and I look at the edge and I see where I've been right sometimes, but I have been incorrect other times. So like here, I don't know what happened here, but it's just for me, and it's my first project, so of course there's going to be mistakes, but that's the struggle I'm having. And I mentioned this actually to Michael at MDL Crochet and asked him if he would do an in-depth tutorial on how to determine that last stitch. I did stumble upon someone else's tutorial, and her explanation was probably the clearest I've seen. I can't remember what tutorial, whose channel it was, but that was the clearest explanation that I've seen so far. So I'm working on that. I'm also I've got another Tunisian project, but I didn't bring it in. I started this yesterday, and this is a Wilma Westenberg pattern. I did a screenshot of the tutorial page. I will put that here. And this is, I just wanted to do a shallow triangle scarf / shawl for my sister. So this is all single crochet, and that looks kind of funky right now, but that's the point. So I worked this way, and then did like the 2 racing stripes in the middle, and then here's the point, and then decreased, and now I'm here. Now I'm working on a border edge, and I'm not sure that this border edge is going to look that great with this, but I'm going to try and see how it looks. I'll see how it looks. It shouldn't take me that long to finish, and then I have to block it and have it ready by the time I leave town on Monday. So, and then I made a little goof here. Clearly I thought I was on the increase side or decrease side, one or the other. And yeah, but it's okay. It'll be okay. I think it'll make a nice little neckerchief for my sister. It'll be pretty, I think. And the yarn I'm using for that is one I've talked about many, many times. And I don't have one right near handy for me to show you, but it is a K&C hand-dyed hank in the 3-weight. 100% superwash merino in the 3-weight. That's the boysenberry color. And then the dark purple is a willow daily, which is also 100% superwash merino. So I thought those two colors went really nice together. So I've got that going. And there's that. I think that's the only whips that I brought in here. So let's move on to the FOs. This one is an FO, but I hate it. I don't hate it. It's a strong word. But it didn't turn out nearly like I thought it would. This is a bag that Joseph at J-Took Moonlit Moth Creations made, I don't know, probably a week or two ago. And yeah, the granny square idea is easy, but for some reason when I started putting it together, this wants to flare out. And then he put a really pretty shell border on his, and I can't manage to duplicate it. I don't like it, and I don't like it. So I didn't even bother putting straps on it because I don't like it. This is flaring. So, you know, if anyone wants to tell me how to fix that, I would love to hear how to fix that. I'm not ripping it. It's done. But there's not a lot of stretch in the rest of the body. But it is pretty. It is pretty. I made this using Yarn Bee Chloe from Hobby Lobby. And one of my favorite color. I can't remember the name of this, but it's my favorite colors, greens and purples. So it's pretty, but I don't think it's usable because of this flare. I don't like the flare. So I welcome any suggestions on how I could fix that if you have any. Another finished item, I don't remember if I've showed you this or not. I finished this a while back. And this is the Artfully Simple Angled Scarf, I think, from Moogly. And this is, I used the yarn beetroot from Yarn Bee Authentic Hand Dyed. So, quite pretty. I think I might have shown it already. So there's that. I need to tag that so I can take it with me to market on Saturday. And then I decided to make another one. I thought this is the perfect project, one skein project. And this is one skein of Madeline Tosh. I can't remember the weight, but I think it's a 1 weight. This is considerably wider than that red one, or reddish purple one. But I didn't count the rows. But, you know, the instructions say you can go as long as you want to go. Blocking this sucker is a pain in the neck. Because of the opposing points, it's a pain. I even messaged Tamara to say, what's the best way to block this? From the top down or from side to side? And she agreed that it's a challenge. It is definitely a challenge. But, you know, it worked out. It's okay. I think it's nice. You can wear it like a scarf if you want. You know, you could wear it like a shawl. You know, yeah. You could wear it like that. That one's wide enough. The other one I don't think is wide enough to wear as a shawl. But this one, you could. So I made that for my sister. Her birthday is coming up. And I've already got one or two shawls for her birthday. So she'll be getting that when I leave town Monday. And she likes these kind of earth tone colors. So I think she'll really enjoy that. I think that's all the FOs that I have. So let's move on to acquisitions because that's fun. That's fun. So here we go. So I placed an order at Joann. And to be honest, I probably shouldn't have. Because these were full price. And now they're on sale. Now they're on sale. This week, 25% off. And dummy me went and paid, I think $11.99, even though I think I got 20% off my cart still. But I had to have them. Because what they're doing on their app and on their website is too uncertain for me. So I wanted to make sure I was going to get them. And I was checking Joann's all the time for availability of these colors that I did not have. And when I found out at last week's crochet group, was it last week? Might have been the week before, that they were available, I was like, I gotta have them. I gotta have them. And I'm glad I did. I really couldn't afford it, but I'm glad I did anyway. So I got four of 3 colors, 4 hanks of 3 different colors. And I'm gonna save the best one for last, because that's just gorgeous. All right, so the first one, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on for this. I don't like having the glare. So this is the K&C hand-dyed 75 merino, 25% polyamide. I know, this is my other camera, which does not want to focus. It will not focus. So this is in Unicorn Swirl. It's a 1 weight. Super soft. Super, super soft. I love it. I love it. As Tracy would say. And I love Loopy's Crochet and Treasures. She says, I just love it. So there's that. Now I should probably tell you the specs, shouldn't I? Everybody else does. All right, so it is a 1 weight. Suggests a 2.25 to 3.5 millimeter hook. The numbers are really close together. It was hard to tell what it was. 433 yards, 3.5 ounce, 100 grams. They're all going to be the same specs. The next one is called Cotton Candy Splash. This one's pretty unique because it mixes what looks to be grays with these really pretty other colors. I don't know what it has to do with cotton candy, but you know, it's pretty. I can't wait to make something with it. So I have 4 of those. Here's the best one. If you like speckles, hold on to your seat. This is beautiful. It is called Berry Burst, and it sure is Berry Burst. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. I want more of this. That's gorgeous. I could see a shawl made with that. Couldn't you? I think that's shawl making material. Or, you know, little girl's top. That's really pretty. That's pretty. I want some more of that. So I got those 3 colors, and I'm so excited. Oh, I did forget one more whip. I did forget. I'm so sorry. I'm attached here to another project, so bear with me. All right. I had some, I think I was just looking around on YouTube looking for inspiration, as I often do. And I came upon this bag. I will put the screenshot of the tutorial right here. The bag was made with blanket yarn, I believe. And I thought, well, I've got 5-weight yarn. I've got 6-weight yarn. So I came in here and I looked at what I had. And I remembered I had some Galway, which is 100% wool, not superwash wool. Galway is a Plymouth yarn, and I believe it's a 6-weight. I don't even have I don't think I even have the ball band handy, or I would show it to you. Anyway, because it's wool, I knew it'd be, and it was a heavyweight, I knew it would be perfect for this bag. Not only that, I knew that because it's wool and not superwash, that it would felt. So I made this bag. Isn't that neat? I washed it twice because I wasn't happy with the amount of felting after one wash. And really, you shouldn't even be able to see the stitches, but that's fine. It's solid. It's solid, and that's really all I care about. So I either need to go ahead and get straps or just leave it as like a project bag without straps. I don't know which I want to do. But the brown was a I can't think of the brand. I'm seeing the label in my head, but I can't think of the brand. Anyway, it was a different brand. Still a heavy weight. So I threw those 2 in together. And that's my bag. Isn't it cool? It had a lot of, not fuzz, but it had a lot of, and that might have been because I washed it with something else. You know, when you felt something, you need to put something else in the washer with it, so it has the agitation. So I had like white fibers throughout, and so I had to go through and cut those off. So isn't that cool? That's really cool. That is really cool. That might be my thumbnail. I like that. That's a cool bag. All right, so that does it for FO's whips acquisitions. So let's move on to upcoming events. As I mentioned, I have my sister's farmer's market on Saturday. So since, see, today's Thursday, I think since Monday, or was it Tuesday? Might have been Tuesday. I started dough. I make sourdough bread. So Tuesday afternoon, I started dough. It's pretty warm here, and I've been keeping the house around, I don't know, 74, 75, 76, something like that. So anyway, sorry, my mind drifted. So anyway, I started dough, and because I don't have the counter space that I used to have, I have to make each batch in its own individual bowl, which is fine. That works out fine. It just takes longer than being able to put a whole bunch of batches in a big bowl, which I can't do because that requires dumping it out on a counter and dividing it, and I can't do that. So every batch has to go in its own bowl. I only have so much space to put my bowls, so I did 7 batches on Monday, 1 being for myself, so 6 for market. So I got those all done. They proofed in no time because it was really warm that day. I had them in the fridge, I think, by I think I had them in the fridge by 9 p.m. and I didn't even start them till like 2 or 3 o'clock. So they proofed really fast, which is the nice thing about doing sourdough in the summertime, you know, because it depends a lot on, depends a lot on your ambient temperature. So the warmer your house, the faster it's going to proof, and vice versa. The cooler your house, the slower it's going to go. So got those all in the fridge Monday night. Decided I would, because I only had 2 of the classic white, which is the most popular. I only had 2. I decided to go ahead and make another batch of 4 Wednesday, yesterday. So I started Tuesday, not Monday. Anyway, I made 4 more batches yesterday afternoon. Those all proved pretty quickly. It wasn't as warm, but I turned the air off, so it was warm enough. They were all in the fridge by, I don't know what time it was. Well before my bedtime. Probably about the same time as the night before. So now I've got 10. Well, I'm going out of town on Monday for my semi-annual sisters get-together, and I told them that I would be bringing bread. So I had to make another one, good size, full size. The ones I make for my sister's market are a little bit smaller because they generally don't like the full size loaves, which are almost 2 pounds. So hers are a little bit smaller. So I knew for my sister's get together, it would have to be a full size loaf, which is about 2 pounds. So I started that today, and it's proofing on the counter as we speak. And I made it this time. I've been adding olive oil to the dough, and it makes the crumb very soft, which a lot of people like. The crumb is the interior of the bread, just in case you didn't know that. Little technical jargon. This time I decided I would add a little bit of well, it's not local honey, but it's real honey. And it's called mesquite honey that I got from Azure Standard, or Azure, however you want to say it, AZURE standard.com. I will link their website below in case you might be interested in checking it out. If you buy in bulk, or you buy a lot of organic stuff, or if you buy a lot of stuff at Costco, Azure is like, how do I relate it? It's like Costco and Natural Grocers had a baby. So it's a lot of really healthy food. The family that owns it has very strict standards on what they will sell. So it's high quality food, high quality cleaning products. They even have chicken feed. So if anyone is interested, I highly recommend Azure Standard. Anyway, why did I even mention? What was I talking about? Brains locking up. I don't know why I even brought that up. Oh, the honey. So I got the honey from there. It's called mesquite honey. So I put a little bit of honey. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I've used honey in my rye bread, but I've never used it in my classic white bread. So that'll be interesting. I'm sure it'll be good. I mean, you can chuck anything in a sourdough batch of dough. You can chuck anything in it. Anything you want. You can put ketchup in it if you want. The woman that I follow, she actually does a, what else does she put in there? Ketchup. Is it just a ketchup vodka? She puts something else in there. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, oh, it's probably cheese. Ketchup and cheese? I don't know. You can put anything in it. So if you're a sourdough baker, experiment. You can put anything you want in it. I should have a sourdough channel, so I don't have to bore you guys with that. But some of you make it, like Antoinette at Hookin' and Stitchin' Island Style. She makes sourdough. So Antoinette, chuck stuff in your dough. You'll love it. You'll love it. And the woman that I follow, Elaine Body, foodbodsourdough.com. It's the easiest, simplest, most straightforward, foolproof sourdough method there is. Hand to God. The easiest. And I don't want to say I've checked out them all, but I've checked out a lot. And I've been using her method for almost 5 years. Hands down, it's the best. Easiest, simplest, everything. So easy. So I highly recommend, if you want to get into sourdough, check that out too. Anyway, with that being said, I want to introduce you to Hank. This is Hank, my sourdough starter. You probably never thought you were going to get educated on sourdough today, did you? Coming to a yarn channel. Whoo! Anyway, and he's already, he needs to be fed again, but he's going to go in the fridge because I won't be baking for a while. But that's Hank. He's strong. Used to smell like latex paint, but because I've been using him more, now he's starting to smell a lot more acidic. And the bread is amazing. It's amazing, let me tell you. So anyway, I've got the market coming up. I'll have 10 loaves to take with me, plus my crochet stuff. And then Monday, I will be leaving for our sisters get together that we do twice a year. So that'll be fun. It's, it comes and goes too quickly. It comes and goes way too quickly. There's one sister that still has a day job. Well, actually two, but one can do her job while we're there, which kind of stinks that she has to do that. But one sister is still working full time, so she can't take any more time off than what she does now. So 3 days and 2 nights, which isn't much. Or is it, let's see, Monday. Well, we're going down a little bit earlier this time. Normally we'd be going down on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, coming back Thursday. This time we're going down Monday night, so we get an extra night. So that'll be good. That'll be nice. So that's what's going on. Farmer's market and my sister's trip. So, yeah, I've got some shawls that I need to finish weaving in ends. This one here is for one of my sisters, so I want to try to get the border finished. I could almost leave the border just like that. I could almost just leave it like that. I don't know. Weave in the ends, get it washed, blocked, and that'll be hers. So that'll be nice. And then I've got some other things I'm taking that I need to weave in the ends. My cardigan, I have to weave in the ends on my cardigan. That's for my other sister. There's 6 of us that meet. So when I say sister, you never know which sister I'm talking about. But my next older sister is the one I made the cardigan for. And she's supposed to be buying the buttons. I'm going to take it with me on Saturday so she can try it on. And hopefully it fits her. It should fit her. I just don't know if it's going to close here. But it should. It should fit her. She's little. She's little bitty. So I think that's all I've got for now. Goober's outside, so he's probably going to be wanting in. It's kind of warm out. We had some crazy weather several nights ago. Tornadoes, man, tornadoes everywhere. There was a big old long line from, seemed like from Texas all the way up, and it's slowly moving to the northeast. So now, you know, the northeastern part of the country is dealing with tornadoes. Oklahoma, if you're in Oklahoma and you've been affected by that tornado, my prayers go out to you. I pray that God protects you and keeps you well and safe, and I pray that he tends to your every need. Whatever needs you have, whether you were affected by the tornado or not, I pray that the Lord has his hand on you and guides you and protects you, keeps you well. In Jesus' name. So, yeah, with that being said, I haven't put a new video up on my new channel yet. I need to do that. I just need to get my nose in my Bible before I do that. So that'll probably be next week. I haven't really felt led by the Spirit to post anything anyway. So that'll be coming sometime. Anyway, I will go ahead and let you go. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it very much. Thumbs up, comments, if you would. I love reading all the comments. And I'll touch base again when I return from my trip, unless there's something crazy I want to tell you about from farmer's market or whatever. So, if you have any questions about sourdough or about Azure Standard, reach out to me. My email is in my community tab, I believe. So feel free to reach out, and I'm happy to help you with either one of those. In the meantime, I'm going to scoot out of here and let Goober in. And I probably have some laundry I have to finish. So thanks for joining me today. May God bless each and every one of you. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will catch you on the next one. We'll see you later. Bye.